Hey, it's time to launch the new website, and that means time to set the new IP settings in Domain Name Services, or DNS, to make the site go live online. Whether you're an end user receiving a website from a marketing agency, or you're someone who has outsourced a project from white label agency, here's a few things you'll want to have ready to make it go as quick and easy as possible. Having the answers to 3 key questions should determine when you are definitely ready to schedule the migration or DNS pointing. 1. Who has administrative access to the domain? This person should have the password and login information to go in and change the record settings for the domain. There are times when this requires two-factor authentication, and that is being sent to someone's phone or email, so you will want to make sure that this person is available for the time of the new pointing. This is a simple security protocol, but it might be required more than once, so it's important to be able to respond quickly when prompted to avoid delays or having to reschedule. 2. When is the best time to schedule the new DNS pointing? This must be a time when all of the necessary participants are available. Earlier in the week is best in case there needs to be fixes or troubleshooting. Launching on a Friday can be risky because then anything that is not quite right may not get sorted until the following week. It's also important to consider any time zone differences between everyone involved. At White Label Agency, we often schedule a migration call where we can assist via video and oversee the new DNS pointing along with our client simultaneously. As many of our clients are marketing and design agencies, often they are receiving a website from us and delivering it to their end user client. Sometimes the end user is the only one with administrative access to the domain. In these cases, especially if there's two-factor authentication, the end user will need to be available or involved for things to proceed. They might even be able to do it entirely themselves. 3. Where will you be entering the new DNS records? This is a bit of a two-part question, but shouldn't be too hard to figure out. First, what platform is the domain registered and/or administrated on? The person identified in question 1 should know this. There are times when a domain was registered on one platform but is being administrated on another. Perhaps there's a previous version of the website. Maybe the domain was purchased or registered on GoDaddy but is being administrated on Cloudflare. Knowing which platform we need to access to put in the new settings is of course key. Then, once we've logged in to access the domain, we'll need to find where in the menu we go to change the DNS record settings. This will look a little different on each platform, but it should go something like this. At White Label Agency, we usually send our client a message with the new IP coordinates, or A records, and possibly a new CNAME record as well, which will point the domain and URL to the server that the website will now be hosted on. Occasionally there might be another type of record, but that should be made clear when the new coordinates are given. When you have found the spot in the DNS settings to enter or create new records, just copy that information into the applicable boxes and save. You may see a box that asks for TTL. This stands for time to live and is the amount of minutes that the server holds on to the data cache for each time someone visits the site. An hour is often a fairly safe amount of time to put here, but you can decide what you would prefer. And don't forget to hit save. Once the migration is completed, propagation of the site over the internet usually happens pretty quick. But sometimes it can take up to 48 hours. A person in one location might see it almost right away, while someone somewhere else it might take a bit more time. Not all platforms and hosting providers work the same way. Right in the beginning, when you search for the newly pointed website, that search can bounce around between different servers until it finds one with the updated current address. Once it's been in place for a short while, that usually happens much quicker. There is even a DNS Checker site online that you can enter in the domain and it will show you the IP address various servers around the world have listed for it. These should all eventually fill in with the new address. If there is an old or previous version of the website that is no longer being pointed to, once the new site has been up long enough to be completely migrated and propagated everywhere, you may choose to remove any no longer used settings. And that's pretty much how it's done. Certainly, if you are one of our customers and you have any more questions, please let us know. We are as eager for it to go smoothly as you are. If you are interested in more WordPress-related information, we are regularly creating more videos you might want to check out, or simply subscribe. Thank you.